Oh my gosh. Actually, I think her eyes look red because of the light. It's kind of creepy. Hello. This is the star of the show right here. How are you, Luna babe? Sounds great. Welcome to a new episode. This is a Rabbit Rambles episode where we talk about whatever. So today I'm gonna show you how I made this beaut right here. Yes, that one. Luna's playpen. Like, how did I even set up a bunny pen inside my room? I'm gonna go through the whole process with you. First thing I did was I measured the whole room because we had no blueprint of this house. I was using that stretchy tape measure thing. I measured it in inches and then converted it to centimeters because this grid right here, it's measured in centimeters, so it would be easier for me if everything was in one unit, which is cm. And then when I had the measurements, I then went to Adobe Illustrator to make a layout of the whole room so I can see what's the best layout for the room so Luna could fit. Like, would she fit here or there? This was the best corner for her because this had an actual corner. And you know, litter boxes, they are best at the corners because corners are the safest place. They feel safest there. When you're in a corner, nothing would attack you from behind. So you feel safe when you're able to see all your surroundings. Nothing will be your blind spot. So that's why bunnies prefer their litter boxes in the corner. They eat in their litter box, they do their business in their litter box. So it's where they feel safest to, do their business. Having that in mind, I started doing the layout in Adobe Illustrator. I measured it 1 centimeter is equal to 1 pixel. For example, 18 cm is equivalent to 18 pixels. Now, what I love about Adobe Illustrator is no matter how much you zoom in, it won't pixelate because that's how vectors work. I guess what's really important is you plan it beforehand. You plan the measurements and everything beforehand so that you know that you're buying the right stuff. Since, you can see in the product details in Shopee or Lazada, like the measurements of each grid, and that gave me some kind of assurance that everything I would buy for her would fit in that playpen. A space for their litter box, their water bowl, a hidey house, and I think that's pretty much it. You're all set because the chew toys, they're pretty small, so you wouldn't really worry about it. You can put the chew toys inside the hidey house if you wanted. Hidey house is very important for rabbits. They can be very skittish when they hear a new noise like a dog bark, or sometimes even birds scare them. So they need a place to hide. I am gonna show you the layouts that I did, the different layouts that I did. And I even calculated the expense for each layout, like how many rows I would make the playpen. Initially, I only had 2 rows for the playpen, and it worked for a while because Luna was still too scared to venture around the whole room. But once she was confident enough to hop out of the pen and into my bed, that's when I started putting up the 3rd row. Let me tell you, if she hops out of the bed in the middle of the night, she would not let me sleep. She would just lick me, constantly asking for pets, and then she would sometimes pee out of nowhere, like what I said in the other episode. So that's why I had to put a 3rd row, not because I didn't want to sleep beside her, because that's what I really wanted at first, to be honest, but it just didn't work out. I need my sleep. So that's what brings me to adding a door to your pen. So if you could see my pen, it actually has a door that you could lock. This is important for me because I really thought at first that Luna can be completely free roam, like going around anywhere, anytime inside my room, because it's a small room anyway, so why not, right? But the Rabbits Furry Homing Rabbit Rescue told me it's best to just free roam them only when you are there to look after them, because it's also a safety risk. You have no idea what bunnies can get into, even literally get into. They can squeeze into small corners and get stuck, things like that. Or maybe they'd try to like jump somewhere and hurt themselves. You wouldn't want that to happen while you're out of the room. I just decided I'll just free roam her when I'm here to watch over her. Another reason is because when I did try to free roam her before, when she got bored of her chew toy, like she does have a lot of chew toys in her pen, but when she got bored of them, oh my gosh, she started chewing on bed sheets. She started chewing on this, that it had holes in them, like actual holes in them, and I was so upset because she even chewed on my favorite ones, and I realized I can bunny proof my whole room, but I can't do anything about these covers. This is my bed, like what am I gonna do? I sleep here. So what I found out about Luna, she was okay with staying in the pen for a certain time as long as it became part of her routine. She got comfortable with it. Sometimes when I would open the pen and it wasn't her time to go out of the pen, she would still stay inside the pen because she got used to staying in that pen at that certain time. So I found out it was okay with her. Rabbits really are routine animals. They are not kidding. Speaking of my bed sheets getting chewed on, I should probably mention that it's important to bunny proof your room. So what I did was all the edges, all the wooden edges or anything that she could possibly chew on, I put packaging tape on it so that she won't be interested in chewing it. Because anything that's chewable to her, she would chew eventually out of curiosity or out of boredom. I know what's not chewable for them is like metal or very, very hard plastic. I guess that's why they're not interested in chewing the tape, because it feels smooth, so they just lick it, they don't really chew it. So that's a way to bunny proof your appliances, your tables, your cabinets, all of that. Oh, and I also use these grids for covering the space underneath my bed because I don't want Luna to go under my bed. There's so much dust in there. I don't want her to get some kind of health issues, like breathing issues from that. I want to keep her safe and healthy. So I just closed off the entire under the bed area. So what else did I do to plan for this whole setup? Oh right, actually this wall, if you can see it, it has like a brick pattern on it. It's actually a foam wallpaper, like an embossed wallpaper that you could buy on Shopee or Lazada. It's very cheap and very easy to put on. It's like a sticker basically. I didn't have to paint my room at all. Like my wall looked really bad before because it was previously used by my sister who had a kid, of course, and kids would tend to like draw on walls and things like that. Since I was able to put up this wall sticker, I didn't have to paint it at all. It just stuck there like conveniently. Very easy to put on. But the thing about these foam wallpapers, these stickers, is that they're not very bunny friendly. I'm gonna tell you, Luna is going to chew on that if she had access to it. But thankfully, I designed her playpen so that she won't be able to get to those walls. She won't be able to chew or touch those walls because the playpen grid served as like a barrier to keep her from getting to that wall. I think that's really important too, to strategically place your pen and your design so that anything that might be a hazard to your rabbit, you'll be keeping them away from it. And as you can see, since I have those leaf and lights decorations on top of the pen, I made sure that they were high enough that Luna won't be able to reach them, because it would be dangerous if Luna were to chew anything that's electrical, and I don't know what those plastic leaves would do to her stomach. Like, it won't be pretty, I'm sure. Those little things, those decorations, it would be best if it were like far off from where your bunny would be able to reach. So there, I hope those tips are helpful to you. Do you have anything to add, Luna? Luna, won't you show your face for a bit? She won't let me carry her. That's the closest thing I can do to carry her. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope this was helpful to you in some way. And I hope you get to watch our next one. Bye!